Hey guys, I'm back today and I hope you're having a wonderful Thanksgiving or had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I'm not sure when I will be posting this, but what I wanted to do is put together a video that really talked about 5 ways not to gain weight and completely sabotage your goals from either this year or sabotage your future self's goals. And so what I've been doing for the last decade or so are some of these strategies that I'm about to share with you that allow me to, enjoy the holidays, enjoy vacations, and not completely sabotage all of my goals. So I'm someone that gains weight really, really quickly. I don't know if you can relate to this, but I mean, I can like look at food and gain weight. I also have a history of autoimmune diseases. You guys know I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis in 2012, and I've been on a huge health journey to maintain my wealth and my health and my everything. So some of these tips that I'm supposed to share with you are actually not even tips, they're roots. They're like the core things that have helped me not only just be in like a really fit, healthy body, but not have immune issues anymore and just really secure my present and my future. So number one is that you want to make sure that you have those foundational values around food and lifestyle. And for me, this is studying evolution, anthropology, the Homo sapien way, and learning what are the things that we are encoded with through millions of years of genetic history and how I can stick to them as closely as possible. Now, you guys know I used to be way stricter with my lifestyle choices and what I would call my nutrition and fitness when I had weight to lose and I had, autoimmune issues, because I needed to be very, very careful. Since I've cured all of that stuff, now I can have those days where I go on vacation switch from the way I normally eat, what I call my athlete mode, to go into like a little bit of a vacation mode or have fun mode. And I can do that and then hop back on and be feeling 100% again. So one of those values for me is fasting. Fasting is something that we have done just naturally throughout of most of our evolutionary history, just because food was scarce and we would have these periods where food was available and then we'd eat as much as we could, store the fat, and then use it up when food wasn't available. Now that most of us live in societies where food is available all the time, it's harder to, go into those fasting modes. But when we are fasted, that's when our body switches on those healing mechanisms of, eating up cancers that might be forming in our body, diseases like autoimmune stuff that might be happening. It eats that up as fuel, and then we no longer have those issues. So I highly recommend you studying fasting. I love Dr. Jason Fung. He's the author of Fasting 101. He also has a brilliant YouTube channel. I also love that he calls people stupid, because you guys know how I am, and I love that savage part of him. So absolutely love him. I also love Dr. Eric Berg, been following him for over a decade. I also absolutely love Dr. Mindy Perels. I love Dr. Ken Berry. Like, there's so many doctors once you go down that rabbit hole of finding people that are both practiced in the medical field and also understand nutrition. Number two is have a strategy going in. What I found is that when people have emotional addictions or they're trying to numb themselves through food, they will eat everything and anything, even if it doesn't taste good, just because it's available. So over the last decade or so, I've really become clear on when I'm on vacation or enjoying like a holiday meal or a wedding, what is going to be worth it for me. So I will, have the carbs for something that is really truly good and worth it, versus not just stuffing my face. And with most things, I found that if you just have 1 or 2 bites of that thing, especially sugary treats, that's enough. After that, research has found you even stop tasting the thing and you're just eating it just to eat it, So for example, if I go to a wedding and there's like all these yummy foods available, and I know that, you know, Homo sapiens in general shouldn't be eating a lot of carbs. We just didn't have access to a lot of carbs, and our bodies haven't evolved to eat the number of carbs that we've been eating now, and it rusts your body from the inside out. But like, let's say that there's something that I truly enjoy eating. Well, I'll have a couple of spoonfuls of it. Like my husband and I might, you know, get one of whatever that thing is, and he might have a couple of bites and I might have a couple of bites, and then that's it. Like, we're done with it. We don't have to stuff ourselves silly to enjoy something. Number 3 is eat protein and fats first, and then really save those carbs for later. Carbs send the signal to your body to store fat, and when we don't have carbs in our system, that's when we start accessing the already stored fat. So you want to keep your insulin levels you know, not too high. You want to keep them low. You want to eat carbs that you can burn off every day and not eat in excess, because that gets stored as fat. So I eat protein and fats first, and then if I'm at a wedding or on vacation, I will have a couple bites of that sweet something, especially now that I'm already my ideal weight. But I wasn't doing that when I had weight to lose and autoimmune issues. Like, that's when you're just like in athlete mode. You're not gonna F around, okay? Number 4 is don't skip your workouts. I've noticed this tendency, I know I used to do this back in the day, that when I was not eating 100% as I'm supposed to be eating, I would also skip workouts and I would also stop taking my vitamins. And that's a really negative combination, right? So when I go on vacation or I'm at a wedding or it's the holiday season, even though I know I'm allowing myself a few extra treats, I will actually work out a little bit more. So what happens, this has been such an amazing journey for me, just because the effect it has on other people. So what I do during the holiday season is, I know I'm going to be going to parties, I know I'm going to be eating more, so I up my weightlifting routine. I start lifting heavier and I go a little bit longer in my workouts. So what happens is, everyone else starts seeing me as gaining weight, but what's happening is, because I'm already eating more calories than I normally would, which is something you need to do in the, you know, the bodybuilding community calls this as bulking. That's where I put myself. So it's the holiday season, I'm eating more calories and I'm working out more. So what starts happening is I start building all of this muscle. I'm actually in that stage right now. Like, my muscle is insane right now. However, I'm also eating more calories. So people that are looking at my body might see me as like, oh, she's a little chunky right now, or she's put a little bit on weight. But what they don't realize is that come January and February, I'll start cutting. And that's what the bodybuilding community calls when you start losing fat and retaining your muscle. And what happens is, people will see me in like November, December, and see it as like, oh, Mina's put on some holiday weight. And then all of a sudden they'll see me a few weeks later in January and February, and it's like their jaws will drop to the floor, because all of a sudden I have all of these like cuts and muscles, and they're like, what, like, how does she go from like chunky or like chubby to like ripped? And the reason is, it wasn't overweight. It appears to them that it was in like a week, but I was already building that muscle in the winter months, in the holiday season, by eating more calories, because I was gonna eat, like, more calories are easier to eat in the holiday season, might as well work them to your advantage. Instead of that turning into flabby fat, you're building muscle with it. And then when you start like slimming down, for me that looks like going back into like clean eating, carnivore style. So when I'm in the holiday vacation season, I go into more paleo, so I'm eating a little bit more carbs but still fairly good. But when I go into like athlete mode, I start cutting down, and I could lose like, you know, 6 or 7 pounds of just water weight, because carbs retain more water, and then a couple pounds of fat, and all of a sudden you can see my muscle tone, and people will be shocked. They won't understand it, because it will look like to them that suddenly I went from being chubby to like ripped, but I already had that muscle. I was already building it, but I just looked chubby because I was eating more carbs, and so there was a layer of fat on top of them. So my advice is, work out, lift weights. Don't skip that. And still be mindful, obviously, of your carb intake and like choose your like treats wisely. But since you're already likely to take more calories during the holiday season, make sure that you're converting them into muscle and not just fat. And that way, come January, when you start slimming down, when you start eating clean, eating right, you're all of a sudden going to have this like really fit physique, and it won't make sense to people because it was like you were just stuffing your face for the holidays. So that has been my secret for like a decade, and I do this every year. And people are always shocked because they think it happened overnight, but it didn't happen overnight. I've been working on it. They say summer bodies are made in the winter, and I couldn't agree more. If you would like to know more about how I eat and how I work out, I highly recommend grabbing my first book. So my first book, Contained in Love, which is available in paperback, hardcover, Kindle, and audiobook, lays out all of those like foundational things of how I eat, how I sleep, how I work out, and all of those things. And then of course, I also have my Lady Balls book, which is more about the energetics of just building a really savagely delicious life. So, but for the fitness and health stuff, definitely recommend this book. So you guys know how I started that other channel, Million Dollar Babes, a couple years ago. And that channel has been sort of like a catch-all for my hauls, my vlogs, and like my business and money transmissions. But I recently decided that I don't want to split like my personality or like parts of me into two different channels. And so what I've decided to do is put everything under one channel. I'm testing it out right now. I'm kind of in like the experimentation stage. So I've been shopping a little bit, and I haven't felt like posting any of it on the other channel. And I was journaling about it, and it's because I don't want my personality split. So I'm gonna just share some of the things that are my favorites of my recent shopping with you guys here. And before I do so, I do want to mention that we are in the last 48 hours of my once a year birthday sale. You guys know November is my birthday. It's also my company's birthday. It's also the holiday season. So this year, I'm doing 23% off of all my courses, bundles, and intensives. And the code this year is BARKAT, B-A-R-K-A-T, B-A-R-K-A-T. It's listed in the description box, and I'll pin it to the comment as well. And so you get 23% off all of the courses. I highly recommend investing in your inner work over things, because even though I'm about to show you a lot of things, the thing is that I invest in myself first and foremost, and I compound myself first. When I compound, my wealth compounds. Everything that comes into my field compounds. And when that compounds and that gives me interest and dividends, that's the money that I then use to buy the things I'm sharing with you. Because if I just use the money I was earning to buy all these things, I would still be someone that had a lot of things and hadn't really changed. I wouldn't have compounded. But I expanded my energy through investing in myself, and now I can afford to buy whatever I want and not feel like, you know, scarcity or peasant consciousness or anything. So I, number one, recommend investing in yourself and your inner work. And then when that compounds, you will be in overflow, and then you can buy your heart's desire, okay? That's literally buying from a place of alignment and flow and fun and celebration versus buying to get something from something outside of you and then feeling empty. So the code is down in the description box. We're less than 48 hours out before the sale ends. And yeah, I'll show you guys some of my favorite things. I feel like I'm more committed to showing you guys more of my lifestyle and like not shying away and feeling like I have to put some parts of me hidden away on a different channel or on Instagram or whatever. So I'm just gonna show you all the things and see how it feels and test it out. So first and foremost, I'm gonna show you guys some of my things that I bought in Dubai last month. We went to Dubai for our in-person intensive, and we also decided to turn it into an extended family vacation for our 15-year wedding anniversary, and it was fabulous. We spent a whole 10 days in Dubai and in Turkey combined, and it was just fabulous. It was such a good experience. And so as a souvenir for the trip, oh, I forgot to bring, I'll have to show you the jewelry that Armaan got me for my anniversary in a different vlogs. I forgot to bring it all together, and I'm losing sunlight, or daylight, so I'm gonna try to do this quick. But as a sort of a souvenir for the trip, I did end up buying this from, I think it was Dubai Mall, either Dubai Mall or Emirates Mall. Yeah, I think it was Dubai Mall. And I never thought I was going to love the Chanel, I think it's called the Chanel 19 bag, I think it is. I'm not a big fan of like having the two tones, like the silver and gold, but for the past year, I've been looking for a bag, Chanel bag that was smushy. Like that's been something that I really wanted, because all of my bags are like, all my Chanel bags are fairly structured, and I couldn't find one that was like smushy, but like the Chanel 19 kept coming into my life, like, hey, pick me, I'm the one. And so finally in Dubai, I decided that this was gonna be my like everyday smushy bag. So I am using it right now. I actually wore it today, and so I have all my things in it. And so this is like my everyday like go-to bag with like everything. And then depending on what outfit I'm wearing, I might like take a few things out of here, like my like little wallet or something, and then like switch into another bag just for the day. But then this is like my main bag that I have everything in. And so this is only about a month old. I've been loving it. It's very smushy, and so far it's been wearing really, really great, and I've been using it every day. I'm not one to like baby things. I take care of things, but I don't necessarily baby them. So I just plan on using this all the time. And I wasn't supposed to buy any more black bags, but in all the colors that I looked at the Chanel 19, I just kept going to just stick with the classic black. So that is what I ended up buying. Let me put this over here. You guys know I don't put my purses on the floor. That is really, really bad energetics for money in your life. So anyways, then for November, it's my birthday month, and I tend to go really crazy shopping in November. I just love November. I love all the holiday sales. I love that it's my birthday month. I love that it's fall, and it just puts me in this shopping mood. So I have been going on little shopping sprees with Alina, and I don't have all the things. I mainly shop on text messaging or online. Like my essays will text me stuff, and then I'll pick things and they'll ship it to my house. So not everything is here, but I didn't want to wait. I'll show you what I have, and then as more things come in, I will show you guys. So let's talk about Chanel first. Let's talk about Chanel's new cruise collection, 24C. Cruise collection is usually my favorite. Every year, it's just the one that I just have the most number of items that I love. And this year's Chanel cruise collection is just like next level. I'm like, oh my God, like I'm gonna want like all the bags from this collection. It's just so fabulous. I love it. And so, typically things trickle in at the Chanel that I go to. There's two in Houston, one in Neiman Marcus and like one, the main store in Galleria. And so when I went the first day, I've already been there twice, and it's only been out for like a few days, but they didn't have a lot of items for 24C, but they had some items that I definitely wanted. So the first item I ended up picking up is this. This is my 5th pink Chanel bag, but the other pinks in my Chanel collection are lighter pinks, and I didn't have this shade, but I have clothes that need this shade. So when I saw this wallet on a chain, I thought it was perfect because I didn't want to really get like a big old bag in this color, just like a little pop. And so I did end up picking up this wallet on a chain. It's like a very Barbie fuchsia kind of pink. It is called fuchsia. It just on the tag it says 24C fuchsia, but when I look at it, it looks more like Barbie pink to me in real life, and I'm so excited about it. In fact, I love this color so much in this shade that I also ended up getting the little card holder. And the essay was like freaking out a little bit, 'cause she's like, well, you don't need a card holder for that bag because that has the wallet on the chain has like card slots. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna use this for that. Like this is just going to be my little card holder for like all my other bags. So I've been wanting a card holder like this, like a flap one. And so this was the perfect color for me to pick this up in. The other one that I had that I just showed you in my Chanel 19, let me show you actually. Sorry, you can probably see my ring lights when I'm standing up, but honestly, it is what it is. This one, this is Alina's favorite shade of pink. Her and I have like very different tastes, but we appreciate each other's taste, my daughter Alina. And so what I've decided that this one matches one of my bags that she also loves. So I'm gonna give the card holder and that bag to Alina. And then this is the shade that I love. So this is more just for her. And then this is going to be like my favorite pink. She doesn't like this pink at all. The other thing I got from the Chanel 21st collection is I have been wanting Chanel earrings for the longest time. You guys know I don't buy costume jewelry at all. All of my jewelry is fine jewelry. However, I wanted to make an exception for Chanel, but every season I would go in and I wouldn't like anything. Like everything was just tacky and just, I don't know, it wasn't my thing. This year, or this season collection, I asked once again, as I always do, to see the collection. And this year they had a lot of earrings that I like. So I ended up picking these one up in actually two colors. I got them in the black, and then I also got them in the pink. And Alina was trying to talk me out of the pink ones. She's like, Mom, you already got the black ones. Because I had bought this at the main store, and then I saw these at the Neiman Marcus store. And she's like, you can barely see the pink, but I can see the pink, and I can tell that they're different. And I've been looking for Chanel earrings for 2 years, and I couldn't find one that I love. So when I do find the ones I love, I'm going to buy them in all the colors, right? And then I also got these ones. Let me see. You have to like show them perfectly. Hold on. They like drape really, really pretty, but I don't have them like looking pretty right now. Damn it. Okay, maybe I can show you on these. So this is how they drape on your ear. Hold on, it's like zooming in funny. And they have like the CC logo here, and then it says Chanel on them. And the other one drapes too. I think I just put the back on real funky and it's acting up. Okay, here you go. So that's what they look like. And I've already worn them on a recent live stream and I love them. There was another pair that I loved, but they couldn't find the price tag for it. I went the day that the thing was launched, so I'm gonna go back and see if I can find them. They were like these really pretty star Chanel earrings, and they had like stars on them and CCs. They were so pretty. So I'm gonna see if I can go find them. Let me do another bag, which is a pre-loved purchase, and then we'll go into shoes. I did buy like 10 pairs of shoes recently. Some of them are here, some are in the mail, but I'll show you what I have. So this Louis Vuitton bag was launched a couple years ago, I think. It was their ski collection, and I missed it. And by the time I noticed it on their website, it was sold out and you just couldn't order it. All my essays in like every state tried to order it for me and they just couldn't find it. And so I was like, oh damn it, like I really missed it, but I couldn't stop thinking about it. And I would see it here and there pop up in the pre-loved market, but I was like, I'm meant to have a brand new one. Like I don't want one that's used, like I need to have a new one. So I kept finding ones that were like, you know, in excellent condition or in like new condition. I'm like, no, I really want one that's new. So recently one popped up brand new on a resale site, and it was literally new with tags and like with the it came with the original receipt, and it's brand new, like I said, with like tags and everything. And so I was able to score this baby. It's just such a different bag. And I know YSL has done those like puffy bags. You know what I'm talking about? Those like bags that look like down coats, but they were never like my thing. But when Louis Vuitton came out with this one, I was just like, oh, I need this bag. And so I plan on using this for travel, and I don't really wear totes too much, but I just had to have this. So I'll figure out when I'm gonna use it. But I finally got it. I had to wait a little bit, but I got one like I thought, and brand new, and I'm so happy with her. She's gorgeous. Okay, let's move on to, let's do Gucci now. Oh, I forgot to share one more thing with you from Dubai. So when I went to Dubai, and Dubai and Turkey, I just couldn't help noticing how good Dubai and Turkey smelled. I hadn't been to Dubai in 10 years and I haven't been to Turkey in like 25 years. And I was just shocked. I was just like, oh my God, like these are like the best smelling countries I've ever been to. They just smell so good. And in comparison, when I came back to the US, even my kids said that like nothing smelled the same here. So when I was there, I was just really attracted to that Middle Eastern smell and those colognes and the perfumes and all the things. So when I was in Dubai and in Turkey, in the Turkey airport, I ended up buying a lot of like fragrances and perfumes and oils. And I have too many to bring out here and show you guys, but I wanted to show you this particular one because I have this in a couple different scents, but I just love the way you put it on. I literally feel like Cleopatra. So you like undo this, it's so pretty, and then you like take some in your hands like this, and you can like put it in your hair and you can just kind of like rub it on. I don't know, there's something about it. It's like, it smells, I assume that this is what Cleopatra and like the goddesses of the days smelled like. It's so divine. It's been decided that I will be flying to like Turkey and Dubai every time I need perfume because I can't with anything else now. This is just so good. I wish I could have you guys smell this somehow. This is what it looks like in case you're in Dubai or Turkey and you want to pick it up. I got this particular one from the Turkish airport. Okay, now let's move to Gucci. We're losing light behind me, so I might move, but let's see, because you guys can see my ring lights. Okay, so I had seen these sandals, and I was trying to order them online, but I was a little nervous because I have another pair of Gucci slides that I bought in Hawaii that were perfect when I bought them, but then like they stretched out and they don't really fit that well now, so I really wanted to try them on in the store. And so these are it. I just wanted something like super casual and classic. I love having things like this, so when I'm just running to like my nail appointment or my like hair appointment or something like that, just something classic and cute and fabulous. So I got these from Gucci, and then I got one more thing. Oh yeah, I got these. I got a pair of sunglasses from Gucci's as well. Gucci, Tom Ford, and Chanel are my like favorite sunglasses companies, but honestly Gucci's probably my number one. So these are the ones I got, and I just love them. So it's really funny because Alina is always like, Mom, don't buy too many like cat eyes, all your sunglasses look the same. But then when we got to Gucci and I was looking at the sunglasses, I like these, which aren't a cat eye, but she was trying to get me to buy a cat eye. And I'm like, excuse me, ma'am, you're always like mad at me that I'm buying like too many of the same ones, and now you're trying to get me to buy more of those. So I just really love these, and so I ended up just listening to myself and getting these. I just really, really love them. They're so me, I love them. Okay, so that's the Gucci. Okay, let's do red bottoms. Oh my God. Okay, actually, before we do red bottoms, we have to do these. We have to do Burberry. So when I went to Neiman Marcus, I had on my Burberry top. You guys know my Burberry top that that like crop top I have, and it's literally this print. I'll try to insert a little clip of it just so you can see what I mean. And I picked these shoes up and I was trying them on, and everyone in the store was like, oh my God, those match your top, because I happened to be wearing that top. So many people were like, you have to get those, they match your top. And so I did end up buying these. They're super comfortable, and I've never had Burberry shoes before, so I haven't worn these out yet. I just got them, but I'm super excited to see how those feel. And in addition to those, I also ended up having them order this other pair for me. I haven't tried these on, but these are the same ones, like the flat version. So I still have to try these on and see if they fit. Actually, I'll do it now. It's just their sizing is a little weird. I don't usually wear a 5.5. I'm usually a 6, and in some cases a 6.5, but never a 5.5. And these, oh my god, they do fit. I'm a 5.5 in these. It's so weird. So I think I will keep these. They fit perfectly. So I have the flats now, and I have the little bit of a heel. So those were that. Okay, before I go into Christian Louboutin, which is my favorite shoe company ever, I have to show you this pair. So I've never heard of this brand. Apparently it's a Middle Eastern, kind of like Lebanese brand. And when I saw these shoes, I was like, oh my god, like Legally Blonde. These are so me. And let me show you them first. Ta-da! Oh my god, aren't they pretty? And look at this. I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but they're literally a perfect match. Like, I just love them. Just together, I just love them. And the guy checking me out at my essay at Neiman Marcus was saying that these haven't been doing that well. And I know why. So I asked him, playing dumb. I was like, why do you think? And he was like, well, they're just so feminine. And like, you know, people in the US don't really buy like very feminine things. And he said, we've only sold a few to like this bridal party. And I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna buy the very feminine shoes. But I just love them. Like, I would just wear these casually, like all the time. But you can obviously dress them up as well. So I had to show you that. I'm gonna be looking more into this brand. This is the name of it. Okay, let me know if you guys have seen this brand or have bought something from them. This is such a big mess. Okay, I'm gonna need help from my children to clean this up. I wanted to show you guys this because my closet was getting so messy and I don't like it when my closet is messy. So let me show you guys so that I can put them away. I also got these. Oops. So I wear a lot of red. Red is one of my colors, as is green, but I didn't have any like red sandals or shoes or anything. So I saw these, and these are Christian Louboutin, and so I ended up getting them. They were on sale as well, so I mean there was like no brainer, and they're super comfortable so far. I haven't worn them out, but like when you first try them, they're super comfortable. So I ended up getting these to be like my only red pair of shoes, which you would think I would have more because I always wear red. Okay, what else do we have? Yes, oh my goodness, I have to show you these. So I love Christian Louboutin boots, and they're usually very comfy, but you know, there's always like this one pair every year that I like more than the others, and this was the pair this year. I just love these. I love that they're like perforated, I think it's called, because first of all, they match my perforated boy bag, my gold Chanel boy bag, but also it's because we don't really have, we definitely have winter here in Houston, but it's not like crazy. So we'll get like, you know, 1 or 2 days of like 40s and 30s, and then it'll go back into the 60s and 70s. And then we might have another couple of days with 30s and 40s, and then it'll go back up. So boots here are easier to wear when they are a little bit more like casual and not like very seriously wintry. And so I feel like these are that boot. I love them. This is my fourth pair of Christian Louboutin boots. So I don't have a lot of boots, but I have ones that you can technically wear. Well, not, okay, 3 of the ones I have of the 4 are ones you could wear even in like fall and spring. Maybe even like, I guess you could, in Texas, you could even pull this off in the summer. I don't know if I would, but you could. Anything goes with boots in Texas. Okay, I also got this pair. I will say that I love this color and it matches one of my Chanel bags. However, I don't really know how I would style these. Like, I don't know what I would wear this with. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. I love the heel. Like, it's a piece of art, really. Look at it. It's like a piece of art. And I love the pop of red against the blue. This is also my favorite shade of blue. Like I said, I have a Chanel bag that matches it, but it's easier for me to match the Chanel bag. I don't know how to do this. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep these. Let me know if you have any suggestions on how I can wear these. Okay, these two pairs, I have kind of a funny story. They're the same pair, they're just in different colors, and you're gonna laugh. So you guys know I already have this shoe. I have this shoe in this color, and I have this shoe in the black. These are the most comfortable shoes I've ever owned. Not like the most comfortable Christian Louboutin, the most comfortable shoe ever with a heel. Like, it's just the softest, supple, like leather. It's so good. I love them so much that I decided to get a backup pair in beige and also in, let me grab the other one for you guys, and in the black. And I think even my SA was surprised. She was like, really? I was like, yes, they're that comfortable. I wear them all the time. In fact, my beige one already needs to go in for repair. I wore them like hiking in like Lake Tahoe, like, you know, like going to the sites. I wore them at the airport. I wore it sightseeing. I wore it everywhere. Like, these are great airport shoes. They're great for like hiking, like my type of hiking, like not like serious hiking, but like hiking to go take a picture somewhere pretty, right? And I wore them everywhere. And so this one already in the other pair has like a little nick that needs to go for repair, and I will be sending them in. I didn't send them in yet because I was like, I'm gonna be sad, I need these shoes. So I ended up getting a backup pair so that when I send up that pair for repair, and I'm not missing a pair, because I wear these literally all the time. So I also got the backup one as a black one too, even though I wear this more. But these are those shoes that you can wear forever in your life. They're just so comfortable. Is that all I have for you guys today? That is all I have. I have things in the mail. I have lots of things coming in the mail, but I didn't want to wait for them to come in to show you guys because I need to put this away and get my closet organized. I don't like having things just sitting there. I forgot one more thing. So I didn't show you my Valentino shoes. So I have 2 pairs of these shoes already in a different color, and I wanted to get the white ones last year, but they didn't have my size. I couldn't find them anywhere. This year, which is really weird, this year all of a sudden they showed up. Actually not last year. By last year I mean June of this year. I sometimes forget timelines because things happen so fast for me, but when I say last year I mean June of this year. I was trying to find these, I couldn't. Let me take you in my closet and show you why I needed these shoes. I've got like 3 or 4 different purses that are like a perfect match for this. So let me take you in my closet and show you. Okay, so the first pair that I feel like really matches this is this belt and this purse, this Valentino belt and purse. And then that Valentino bag, I feel like, I don't know if you can see it from here. It's super high. I can't get it down without my staircase. So I think that also matches. These are the other 2 I have. They're so comfortable. They are so comfortable. That's why I also wanted this color. And then I also feel like it matches this Chanel bag of mine. And then also I think, let me check. I think it might also match some of these bags in here. I don't know. Let's see. I think that could totally work. Maybe. Definitely. That's the one I want to give Alina. And then maybe even with that. So yeah, this was definitely a great purchase for me just because I already know they're comfortable because I have the other 2 colors, and I have so many colors that match. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this different style video. I'm testing out just putting everything on one channel. So let me know if you love this format and you want me to continue doing this. Let me know in the chat or in the comments, please. Also, don't forget the code Barkat ends tomorrow. So you want to use it to get your 23% off, invest in yourself, compound, and then build your dream life. I love you. Happy Thanksgiving, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.